Just decided to go find another fiance. What the hell are you talking about?
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're meeting with a woman that has two fiancés at the exact same time, and they both live across the globe from her pretty much, so they'll never find out, well, until today. That's right, keep watching until the end of this one because they both find out about the truth and talk to each other live on this show today, so that's pretty wild. Without further ado, let's just meet the woman that's playing both of these guys at the same time.
Why somebody halfway around the world?
Every single time I met someone that was local, they always broke my heart and they always looked at my size.
This woman thinks that because of her size, apparently, nobody takes her seriously in dating, especially when it comes to like people that are locally or in her same country pretty much. So for her, for some reason, the fact that these guys are across the world is apparently going to change that. First of all, yeah, I don't really think size affects how people date. Like the dating environment in general nowadays is pretty bad. Everyone is just out here looking for something casual if you're on dating apps, and you know, that's just how the world works at this point. It's a lot harder to find something serious. Secondly, she's talking about herself like she's Jabba the Hutt or something. Like, yeah, you might be a bit out of shape, but you live in America. Like, do you see the rest of us? You fit right in, honestly. I don't get why she's stressing so much about that.
This is the picture you put up online, right?
Yes, it is. That's the photo that I sent that photo to Ganesh.
So Dr. Phil just exposed her as being a sort of catfish like right away. He's just going in without warning. You know, I don't know why this lady chooses to fall in love across the world because that's gotta be pretty difficult. And she even worked up these two relationships into having both of them propose to her, and she hasn't met either in real life yet. So, I mean, that's absolutely crazy to me. And she's using this catfish image. This whole thing is a mess. And I know this is kind of bad to say, but when I see a situation like this, I honestly immediately think it's like a scam or someone trying to just get a green card. And if so, I feel really bad for this lady, but also like don't be out here cheating, so I don't really know how to feel yet.
Your point is that's not very representative of
Exactly.
I mean,
This is a photo that is about 7 years old.
I don't get why this woman is out here using pictures from 7 years ago. I get that she might think that that was her glory days or something, but that is a straight up catfish move to use pictures that were almost a decade and 30 pounds ago. Her mom is here on stage too, like just throwing shade on this girl because she's probably just older and wiser and knows that neither of these marriages would work out if she ever actually happened to go through with it and have one of them fly out here to live with her. And if they don't even know what she truly looks like at this point and they're still wanting to get married to this version of her that existed 7 years ago, that's gonna be pretty messy when they finally do see her. Plus, she's not ugly or fat either. Like, I don't get why she's tripping so much, but you know, apparently some people like to lie to others online, especially when it comes to dating. So, I mean, it's crazy, but they really do it.
And she will edit it to make her body look smaller.
Who doesn't do that?
I
mean, like...
You know what, Dr. Phil, not all of us can be the peak version of physical form and the ideal representation of the male physique, alright? Quit throwing shade on all of us that face-tune our lives, alright? Some of us have to do it. No, but for real, this lady kind of has a point here. Like, not to sound like the Joker, but we really do live in a society where everyone just posts a fake version of themselves that is face-tuned and photoshopped left and right. Like, it is kind of frustrating, but it's just kind of the way the world works at this point. Still, it's not a good excuse to be faking all your pictures and using these catfish images of yourself from 7 years ago, but I digress.
So why do you want to marry Holly?
Because she's my everything. We did meet on Facebook. Ellie and I have had a relationship 1 year and 2 months. We are connected.
Wow, so here's the guy from Turkey that she's engaged to. I think this is the second one that she found because I think they've been engaged for a shorter amount of time than with her and the other guy, but I feel bad for this dude. Like, he's legit just trying to explain how Holly is his world and his everything, and he loves her so much, and now Dr. Phil is just about to drop the bomb of all bombs onto him and tell him that he's been the side fiance this whole time. That's going to really sting. Like, can we please get an F in chat for our boy right now before his hopes and dreams are just immediately crushed before our eyes?
Güneş, duyabiliyor musun beni?
No. Holly just loving me. Holly just loving me. That's not true. Who said that? Who said that? That's not true.
Oh god, they even had to bring a translator out for this guy to make sure nothing got lost there, and so that he truly knows just how bad the situation is, and the poor guy doesn't want to face it himself. Like, he's destroyed right now. Oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable. We were watching someone's heart get broken and soul crushed live right in front of us. This is top tier content. Thank you so much, Dr. Phil and your team, for finding this woman. Like, this is almost Jerry Springer level right now, and I'm loving it. So after Dr. Phil spills the beans about this girl and her situation, she starts pleading with this dude and saying that she only truly loves him, and she loves the old version of her other fiance, but not the person that he is currently. And he just backs this girl up without a care in the world, like this dude is a serious ride or die, which kind of makes you question how someone could find out that their fiance has another relationship where they are also supposed to marry someone else. Like, you don't just forgive that and say, I believe my girl, she's my whole world. So that brings into question his motives too, since like I said, this could be a scam or a get into America quick scheme. And if so, wouldn't this be the exact best play for him to make right now? Of course he's gonna want to support his girl and follow her blindly if she's his ticket into America. To make things worse, Dr. Phil must have some real internet detectives under his employment, because they found this video that this guy made and posted to YouTube of him basically talking about how he's wanting to hear back from his green card application and about his goals of getting citizenship and moving to America to have a better job opportunity than are present in his current country. So that seems like some serious evidence for me that this girl is getting finessed, when in fact, she thinks that she is the one finessing this dude. But either way, let's hear her reaction to that.
What the hell, Gunesh? Can you explain this to me?
I love how she's mad now that she found out that he might actually be finessing her. This is a great plot twist, honestly, and I'm so glad it ended up being this way, or at least adds a nice layer to the story, which overall is just a total mess so far. Guys, do not get engaged to someone that you have never met in person and you've only seen them online. That's all I will say. And if you do, don't go out and get engaged to someone else entirely in a different country at the same time, because that is just scummy, all right?
So, Kaoma, I want you to meet Gunesh. Gunesh, I want to introduce you to Kaoma. So,
Oh God, the time has come, you two. These guys are about to go into a three-way Skype call with this woman and Dr. Phil, and these two dudes have to just hash it out right in front of us here on TV. I love that they just have her in the middle, full of shame with her hands covering her face, because that's like what I want to do right now. This is so incredibly cringe. I can't even imagine how awkward it would be to be in the audience right now. Like, I just can't explain how much I dislike this. Let's see if they're going to be civil or not. I'm really expecting one of them to just start all out shouting in broken English, to be honest. That would be pretty entertaining. Hey, you guys made it pretty far into this video, so real quick, I'm gonna ask you to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell in the next 5 seconds. And if you can do all of that quick enough, the rest of your week will be the best week of your life. I know mine's about to be for sure, but that's for reasons of my own. You know, if you know, you know. Anyways, on with the rest of the video.
I think you are just want rating. That's really. I am very honest to people.
So now Dr. Phil's the bad guy. I mean, of course he wants good ratings, my dude, but you gotta understand that Dr. Phil wasn't the one that told your girl to go out and get engaged to some other guy in Brazil while engaged to you, alright? He just found your mess of a love triangle and is capitalizing on it. And now I'm capitalizing on his capitalization, if that's even a word. Whatever you can do to justify it, all I know is that I am really scared of this Kaoma dude right now. Someone please make sure he doesn't own any guns or have a criminal record. Like, he might be on the next flight to Turkey after this interview. Just by the way he's looking right now, I can tell he's angry.
Oh my God.
No, I don't have anything to say. Good luck with Holly.
Let's go, Kaoma. That's a baller move right there, bruh. I like his approach to this way better. Instead of getting on Dr. Phil's case and not targeting his anger at this woman, which would be justified, he's actually just going to let go of all of his feelings right now and let her go in the process. Let's just say she belongs to the streets, as Future would say. Like, you can't go back from that at this point in your relationship. Even if you somehow worked through it and dumped one of them and got married to the other guy, that dude is always going to have that knowledge that you were straight up cheating on him the whole time with someone else and engaged to someone else at the same time, which is even worse. Like, what was your plan? Did you just think you could legally get married to both of them at the same time and be on Sister Wives? Or I guess that would be the spin-off of that show called Brother Husbands, but for some reason that sounds like a way weirder show. Let's never make that, please. Either way, I just know that this lady is a moron and pretty messed up for doing this to these two dudes who are not taking it very well on the show right now. One of them's getting super defensive and the other just gave up. And even if one or both of them are trying to finesse her, like I was saying, for like citizenship or something, the moral of the story here is basically do not fall in love with someone from Facebook that lives across the world from you, because it's probably not going to be real and you could end up being like these people who are stuck in the weirdest love triangle of all time. So who knows where the three of these people will end up. I mean, maybe both are going to be seriously just done with her and she ends up with nothing, which is how I would expect most cheating relationships should go if you ask me. But regardless, it made for a good video, so thanks for the content either way. This whole situation was just so odd and I dislike that, you know, these two guys are caught up in it and they could could have been using her at the same time too, so maybe it's just three terrible people together, but who knows. Let me know what you guys thought of this situation down in the comments. Do you think they were both finessing her, or is she the one in the wrong here? I mean, to me, it's a pretty clear answer, but I want to know what you all think. As always, I'll see you in the next one, and until then, peace out.